You know, the bit that I found the hardest is when she was getting the epidural, that you have to leave the room. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, that we weren't allowed, I wasn't allowed to be in there because he just obviously maybe just wants to concentrate when he's sticking the needle in. That bit was the hardest because Natalie was a nurse, so before she then went and did a marketing degree. So I always probe her about hospitals and all that type of stuff.
Right.
And, I find it fascinating, even though I hate hospitals. Yeah. I really do. I think they're wonderful places. Let me rephrase it. They're wonderful places, but I hate them so much. Obviously, I went there as a young kid with Dad when he had chemo, and it scarred me for life, you know. Yeah. But yeah, it's that bit when I was outside the room waiting, all I could think of was, oh my God, what if something happens? What's going to happen to Nat, and what's going to happen to the baby? Like, it's just like, whoa, you know, because we think it's just pushing out a baby, but it's not just pushing out a baby. There's a lot of things are going on.
I know, it is. You know? It is. It's
like
so
you guys get absolutely battered. Like battered. Like, oh my gosh.
It's I wish I could have stood out and watched me do it and gone, far out. Like, it's so incredible doing it, but I also go, it would just be so incredible watching somebody you love do that.
Yeah, and Nat had seizures on both of them, so it was it was full on, dude. Like, oh my gosh, like I can bone out a lamb from top to toe in about 9 minutes. Yeah, right. Pretty well. But it's like they're just in there. Oh my gosh. And the what are they called? Obstetricians?
Obstetrician, yeah.
Yeah. And they're great mates and great customers of the restaurant.
Are they?
Yeah, and it's like, this is all weird because you're like a customer in the restaurant, and I know you, and you've delivered most of our family, and you're like in there and they're having a chat, and I'm sitting there like
pulling her tummy apart.
Oh my God.
Did you watch?
No. Don't want to see it.
Really?
I would have been all over.
If you had have seen the tummy cut. And C-sections just blow my mind. It's actually quite a full-on operation too.
It's a big operation.
A lot of muscle.
It's a big operation. There's no doubt about it. That was a it was interesting. It was interesting, but then there's that feeling of that minute when I held James or held Michaela for the first time was just like, fuck my life. Like, this is I thought, how could you have enough love for a second child?
Yeah.
Like,
everyone thinks that, don't they?
Like, everyone says the same thing, and I knew, whatever. Mm. But then you have your second, and you're like, oh my God, I love her so much. Like, I shit myself every time I look at her. Like, oh my God, like, she's just wonderful.
Does it feel different having a boy and a girl? Do you feel like it's a different love, or?
Like, I don't love one of them more than the other, but they're two different human beings, and, and she's, like, when she goes to me this morning, I went into the room because she's going, Mum, I came in, I go, come on, baby, do you want me to get you out of bed? And she's like, no, Daddy, I want Mummy. And I'm like, oh, I've never felt so, like, this little 2.5-year-old can make me feel so shit.